Madden 23 is finally here, and we have done a lot of work to get to where we are today. 2 full days of going through sets, buying cards, all that good stuff, and we got a squad that we're going to show off today that is arguably one of the best theme teams day one in Madden 23. So with that being said, let's go ahead and let's get into it. What's going on, everybody? It is D-Man coming back at it again with another video, but it's been a while. It has been a long time, 2-3 months maybe, since our last upload, but we are back. I had to wait a long time. I mean, I could have done some uploads with, IRL stuff with Titans training camp, stuff like that, but, I decided to take a little break and knew that we were going to be back at it for Madden 23, and we are here. Football is back, and man, I am just super excited about that. But let's go ahead and let's hop into this lineup. Now, Titans theme team, I swear, throughout the year, Titans theme team is always, in the top half, might even get up to top 10, top 5, but to start the year this year, I'm telling you guys, this might be, overall wise, the best theme team in the game, due to the fact that we got 4 unsung heroes with the Corey Davis, the Nate Davis, the Jayon Brown, and the Desmond King. We got 4 of those guys. I think we had the most out of every theme team in the game, and we just got a lot. Look at this team. I mean, we got a lot of ballers here. So we'll start off, and also, this is a complete theme team. Like, I've got every single player that is on a Titans theme team except for the Dave Casper, who is in the field pass at like level 51 or something like that. So that's going to take me a little bit to get to, but he is crazy good. 91 overall tight end with 89 speed. Phenomenal. Once you add him to this team, you talk about weapons. We already have some weapons, but you add him, that just puts us over the top. And then the 85 overall Zach Cunningham, I believe you get him at like level 21. So once we get those 2 guys, this theme team will be absolutely complete. And this Saturday, we do have 2 legends. Actually, if you want to throw in the 3rd one there with out of position, but we do have 3 legends coming on Saturday with the Bruce Matthews, Randy Moss, and then the out of position cornerback Randy Moss, who's an 86 overall. So again, to start the year, oh yeah, and then also we have the headliners. I don't know when that part 2 of the promos coming out, but I saw that we're going to get a Danico Autry, which I think he's either going to be an 82 or 86. I think he's going to be 82, but whenever that comes out, he'll be another addition we'll add to the team. But yeah, this video is going to be strictly going over the lineup through every player and our strategy items, which I got a little lucky, and we'll show. I'll go ahead and show you guys what strategy items I'm running with right now. But I mean, it's really not that important at this point of the year. What's really key right now is to getting your players, who you want on your team, and especially if you're on a theme team, just to see all the players. Even if, for example, like the Corey Davis, so the guys that don't play for the Titans anymore that you might not have known, and you can easily just go to mut.gg and pull up that theme team and kind of base it off of that. But really, this year is either going to be God Squad, so no theme team at all, just best cards in the game, or 50 out of 50 theme team, because half theme teams, they're pretty much gone. 25 out of 25, those theme teams are pretty much gone because you use those for speed, and you can't get a +1 speed until you get to 40 out of 50 for your theme team. That means you have to have 40 of this certain team and 40 of another certain team to have +1 speed, though. So that's going to take a long time to get to. Once we start getting, team diamonds and stuff where we get multiple team chem per player, then maybe, but still 40 out of 50 is that's a lot more players. That's literally 30 more than last year. 25 to 40 is 15, then the other 25 to 40 is another 15. So that's 30 more players you have to have. So it's going to be very difficult to go ahead and do hybrid theme teams this year, which I don't mind that because I didn't ever run a hybrid theme team. It's strictly been Titans theme team for the past 2 years, actually 3 years now. So with that being said, a lot of talking, but let's go ahead and hop into this lineup. So first off, we have Taylor Lewan here, solid left tackle. Another thing I did want to mention, I'll go ahead and as I go through here, I can show you guys some abilities, but really not great abilities except for Nate Davis, who does get post up, which is a really good ability. But here's Taylor Lewan. We'll go through these guys pretty quickly here. And you guys obviously can pause the video, but we got a lot of players to go over, so we're going to run through this kind of quickly here. So Roger Saffold here is the next guy, and he does go ahead and get right guard, left tackle, secondary positions, and there are his stats right there. But yeah, if you guys did order or pre-order the game through GameStop, there is an offer where you can actually get an 85 overall Taylor Lewan. And if I had known that, I probably would have gone ahead and pre-ordered through GameStop to get that little bit, better offensive lineman in that Taylor Lewan. And also, there's Ben Jones' secondary positions, and also there's an Adoree Jackson 85 overall in that as well. So would have been nice to know, but again, at the end of the day, it is what it is. 85 overall. Without Adoree Jackson would have probably lasted, and the Taylor Lewan would have probably lasted for a little bit too, but it is what it is. We'll still rock with their core elites, which is fine with me because this team is just stacked. Day one is stacked. So here is Nate Davis here. We do have post up on him, and the good thing about this year, we'll go to a second slot here. These, like you guys see my training right now, it's because I completed the Harold Landry set, so I just quick sold the other two I didn't need, but I kept Desmond King and Nate Davis. I think it was Devon Hamilton and Michael Pittman, I believe, was the other two that I just quick sold because they're bound. And the good thing about those is it didn't take off any training, so they still quick sold for what an 87 usually quick sold. It's not like if they were N18, they quick sold for like a quarter of what they normally quick sell for, or a half. They quick sold for 3,100, so that was really nice there. But yeah, here's Nate Davis. And you guys see the abilities this year are a lot cheaper than they were last year. I think that's just because, to start the year, it's really, really, really hard to get training. You guys see me with 7,000, but that's just because I completed that set. But, it's really good to see these kind of pretty cheap to go ahead and add, because, at this point of the year, it's really hard to come by training. Especially if you're no money spent. You guys see my points too. 4,400 of those was from the pre-order, and then I had some points left over. I normally spend some money to start the year. The only times I spend money in Madden is normally to start the year and during Blitz and special offers, and then obviously level up stuff too. So that's really the only time I spend money. So that's probably going to be there. I'll probably save those for just the weekly quick sell cards and stuff like that, unless there's a great offer in the store. But yeah, I'll probably save those points up for a little bit. But you guys see Nate Davis right here, 88 strength, 88 awareness. He's 6'3", 316. Not the biggest body, but he's still a big body at 316, with 88 run block. And again, with a Titans team to start the year, you're going to want to run the ball because it's really, really tough to make throws with Ryan Tannehill right now. But again, when you have 88 overall Derrick Henry, he also has 89 impact block, 87 lead block, 88 run block finesse. So some pretty nice stats there for Nate Davis. But, like I was saying, if you have 88 overall Derrick Henry, you're going to want to run the ball. And this is actually, I got lucky and pulled him out of that bundle. I think it's the bundle where you get the 14 quick sell toppers. I actually got lucky enough and pulled this Derrick Henry out of that. And I really want to do a gameplay right then and there because it would have been one of the first gameplays out there. But the rest of the team was just a bunch of golds, and it wouldn't have been it wouldn't have been too great with the team that I had. So I just decided to wait, and you'll see a gameplay on Derrick Henry soon, probably this weekend, maybe even sooner. But yeah, that Derrick Henry, and he quick sells for 200,000, so it's really good because he will never lose value. So that is a great thing there. David Quisenberry is our next guy at the right tackle position. He was actually the team builder for the Buffalo Bills, and he does get Tennessee Titan chemistry, and you can actually replace his card art to his core gold, which is him in a Titans uniform, which I'd love to do that. 85 strength, 82 awareness. And again, these cards aren't going to be anything flashy at this point of the year, but at the beginning of the year to have a full elite offensive line, that is something you don't see that often. Then we have Austin Hooper here, which is not the greatest tight end. It's okay though, because we got weapons at our receiver spot. 75 speed, nothing too crazy here. But yeah, like I said, once this team gets Dave Casper, once I'm able to level up, it'll probably be a long time before we get him. But 91 overall Dave Casper with 89 speed, that card will be insane. And I'm hoping we'll get a quarterback upgrade soon. Maybe whether it be like a Mariota flashback or an early Steve McNair or a Warren Moon or an upgrade to Tannehill early in the year. Just something for us to kind of get, some good, whether it be like set feet lead or something. I just like to have abilities on my quarterback to throw the ball because it just feels really bad to throw the ball with an 81 overall core elite. But again, that's the fun part about this year, or about this time of year in every Madden. You're not going to have good cards to start the year, and neither is your opponent. So it's fun. It's going to be a lot slower, but it's just the feeling that, you're starting all over again. It just feels really good. But yeah, we'll go ahead and check out our wide receivers. Corey Davis, really, really, really nice. He's the Jets team or unsung hero, and this card's really good, guys. He's got 87 speed, especially with the speed boost that we get with a theme team. You're going to see a lot higher numbers there. Wait till we move on to the defense. We've got some nice players on the defensive side of the ball. He's got 89 jumping, 85 catching, 87 catching traffic, 90 spec catch. You probably can kind of get at what my strategy item there is on the offensive side of the ball. It's going to be for wide receivers. But yeah, other than that, after the catch, 80 break tackle, 82 spin move, 87 juke move. Pretty solid as for an 87 overall at the beginning of the year. So there's Corey Davis. We'll go opposite of him, A.J. Brown. And also Julio Jones, now that he's with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, he'll probably get a card here. I don't know if it'll be soon, but he will eventually get a card, and we'll be able to add him to the team as well. And also, I love no power-ups because it was so much easier to just buy the Core Elite, change the chemistry, and boom. You didn't have to worry about buying the Core Elite, buying the power-up, using all that training to get up to the Core Elite, throwing the Core Elite in. It was just so much easier to just buy the Core Elite, throw the Team Chem on there, and boom, you're done. So just a lot easier. There is still going to be power-ups. Don't know how later into the year it will be, but to start the year, it was just really, really nice not to have to worry about power-ups, especially for these guys that are not on the team anymore. For example, A.J. Brown. So if it worked like last year, we wouldn't have been able to change his Team Chem on his Core Elite. We'd have to buy the power-up and the Core Elite, power it all the way up, then throw the Team Chem on. So that was just really, really convenient just to buy the Core Elite and throw the Titans Chem on him. But you guys see A.J. Brown a little slow with 82 base speed, but on the theme team gets up to 84, 86 jumping, but hits all the, gets above 80 on all the route thresholds there, route running thresholds, 84 short, 82 medium, and 83 deep. Not the greatest card, but he is a playmaker, so we'll see. That is a new archetype for wide receivers this year, so we'll see how later into the year they'll get, better abilities or not. But he does go ahead and unlock this second ability slot. Nothing too exciting there. Short in, short out, mid in, mid out, which I might end up throwing on him. But yeah, and then also the X factors are completely free, I believe. I want to go back to Corey Davis and show you guys his abilities too as a playmaker, as an 87 overall. They're not free, but they're 100. Again, really, really nice that these are that cheap that you can go ahead and use abilities this early in the year. But yeah, same thing on Corey Davis than what was on AJ Brown. But yeah, I'll probably end up throwing mid out. I might throw. I'd have to pick one to put, but maybe short in. That way I can throw a bunch of drags, because really the man coverage defense right now is really, really tough to stop. I mean, especially when the pass rush this year is crazy, so you can just go lock man on man and then rush like 6-7 dudes, and you're gonna get home a lot because offensive linemen aren't the greatest at this point in the year. But the pass rush is insane, and if you just lock up man on man, you're going to get home a lot. But here is Nick Westbrook-Ikhine, only an 84 overall, so he's not going to get that second ability slot, but you guys see some of the abilities you get on the first slot, and those are free. But I think that's why I got confused. These are the free ones, and then the X Factors are only 100. But there, that is. Nick Westbrook-Ikhine is really good, honestly. He's 6'3". He's going to be able to go and get some jump balls for you with that 90 catching. 83 jumping is not the greatest, but I'm telling you guys, this dude with 90 catching, and what's his catch in traffic? 85, 86 expect catch. Really, really good for 84 overall. I've just thrown a couple streak rocks up to him, and he's been able to go up and just jump ball, go get it. And that's really, really nice at this point of the year. 6'3", and we're about to get Randy Moss too. So you talk about some height on your receivers. But Nick, I think I'm gonna have to play Nick Westbrook-Ikhine over AJ Brown. I think that's the best move. I think they are about the same speed, and I like Nick Westbrook-Ikhine better. He's taller, about the same speed, really good catching traffic, expect catch. So our three receivers after Saturday will be Corey Davis, Randy Moss, and Nick Westbrook-Ikhine. Then we'll have A.J. Brown at wide receiver 4, and then Robert Woods. Let's go ahead and check out Robert Woods here. Again, just a core elite here. Nothing too special, nothing too exciting, but it is Robert Woods. Bobby Trees, he'll be getting upgrades throughout the year, so we'll see a little bit of him throughout the year. And then Traylon Burks as our wide receiver 5, core rookie here. And hopefully he balls out a little bit and we are able to go ahead and get some upgrades to him. But hey, starting the year off with 79 or 77 speed is not that bad. He is 6'2", so hopefully, like I said, he does get some upgrades throughout the year, and we're able to rock with Traylon Burks a little bit. Maybe like a rising star, something like that would be really, really nice. We'll save Derrick Henry for last. Jeff Swaim, I just have him here at fullback because I like having a little bit of a faster guy here with 70 speed versus Torrey Carter, who only has 64. So yeah, just throw him here. It's the same overall, not going to hurt. And if you can keep his chemistry, if you just throw him here at backup tight end, his chemistry will stay there. It won't have a red X over it. But that is that. Ryan Tannehill here. Again, like I said, it's really just tough to make throws with him right now in the year to start. But again, 6'4". I mean, it's just Ryan Tannehill, core elite. Okay, I mean, what I'd love to have is a Malik Willis rising star to to eventually come out, whether it be early in the year, later in the year. I don't care. I just love to rock with a Malik Willis for a little bit because that card last year, his draft card, was really, really fun to play with. And who knows, we eventually might get a Steve McNair, Warren Moon. We saw, Earl Campbell get a card late last year, so hopefully we might see a Warren Moon. That would be really, really cool to see. But here's Derrick Henry, 89 overall. Really good, guys. 86 speed, 85 acceleration, 82 agility, 88 carrying. He's got 78 change of direction, only 56 catching, but that's okay. 88 trucking and 87 break tackles. 6'3", 247 yards. It was 247 pounds. And again, it's Derrick Henry. Every single year to start the year since like Madden, I guess since Madden 21, really, Derrick Henry has just been the best running back to start the year. You guys can see it. We've got bruiser and recuperation on him, so recover from fatigue at an increased rate. And bulldozer, he doesn't get arm, or yeah, he does get arm bar. So you can either pick and choose arm bar or bulldozer. I've noticed that I've gotten a lot of just stock stiff arms. Like I didn't have to put arm bar on this Derrick Henry. He just throws dudes off without it. And then bulldozer, he gets some glitchy animations with bulldozer. So yeah. Moving on to the defensive side of the ball. Let's go ahead and flip it on over. So the defensive side of the ball here, we're about 20 minutes in. Got to speed it up a little bit, but I don't want to because this defense is crazy. Let's start out with the man himself, newly acquired Kevin Byard. As we're going to go ahead and check him out. Lumberjack, I don't like it, guys. I have not gotten one hit stick with Kevin Byard. I have it on Amani Hooker too, just, hoping to see that, hoping to get some fumbles, but I have yet to get one hit stick with him, yet let alone a fumble. But yeah, here's Kevin Byard here. We're going to go ahead and go over his stats. So he does have 87 speed, which is really good. You know, after the speed boost, all these are going to be really, really solid. 87 speed, 89 excel, 85 tackling, 86 play rec, 84 pursuit, 82 man coverage, 88 zone coverage, and 79 hit power. Not the greatest hit power, doesn't get up to 80, but that 88 zone coverage is really nice. 5'11". You'd like to see it get up to 90, but it's okay. 87 agility, 87 speed, and 86 awareness, 87 jumping, 81 change of direction. He's got 85 tackling. So a solid, really, really solid card here in this Kevin Byard. Again, the highest overall safety in the game. And like I said, we'll go over his abilities, what he can get. Tip drill is not a bad one. Y'all let me know what abilities y'all are rocking with too, because it might help me out. And then once I play a couple games, I'll see if Kevin Byard is playing a deep zone. I'm pretty sure my free safety is always in the deep middle. But you know, if you do want to throw like a mid zone KO or a flat zone KO and have them go into the flats, but I think my slot cornerback's always in the flat, so I might end up throwing that on like Desmond King or something. But let's move on. Opposite of him, Amani Hooker, strong safety, 87 overall with the boost. Again, I have Lumberjack on him. And he only has 79 hit power, which is kind of crazy. I think he hits a little harder than Kevin Byard, but they have him at the same hit power to start the year. Again, Kevin Byard is a couple ticks higher overall, but I would say Amani Hooker at least deserved a 80 plus hit power. But here he is, 86 speed. This is my user too. I user with him. 86 speed, 85 excel. Pretty solid user too. I mean, I've gotten a couple of interceptions with him. Actually, I'll probably say, can I like go to his stats or something? I don't think I can on this page, but I probably have about 5 interceptions with him so far this year. I've only played maybe like 5 games. I think so. You know, about an interception a game for Amani Hooker. I'll tell you who gets a lot of picks. It's Caleb Farley. We'll get to him in a minute, but that card is insane. 86 tackling, 83 play rec, 85 pursuit. Only 75 man, 86 zone is better though. And again, I do run a lot of zones, so at this point in the year, I probably do need to go a little bit of man too, because that man is just really, really good, especially with the Harold Landry we have, who can get home pretty easily. Man might be the way to go to start the year, but you guys see the rest of his stats here. He does have 79 change of direction, which is okay. But yeah, after that, pretty solid card there, Amani Hooker. So backing him up though, again, Theo Jackson was backing up Kevin Byard. Y'all probably don't care about him, but backing him up, we do have Logan Ryan, which might have been a guy that you might not have thought he would have gotten an elite card, but he did. Logan Ryan here, 82 speed, 86 excel. Again, just a backup safety. He does see the field though with our 335 or 33. I think it's Cub or something like that. But Logan Ryan does see the field because we use it with Amani Hooker. So Logan Ryan plays our strong safety spot. Kevin Byard's our free safety. And then we have 3 cornerbacks on the field at all times. But you guys see his stats there. Not bad, not bad. But nothing too special. Really low overall core elite. You're not going to see anything too great there. Let's move on to... Let's finish out the secondary. Let's go... Caleb Farley, I have him at cornerback number 1, and you'll see why right now. 89 speed, 88 excel, 88 agility, just a physical beast this Caleb Farley is. And again, he's got 88 jumping as well. Only 78 zone coverage, which kind of stinks, but I mean, it does not matter. It really doesn't. With that 89 speed, he's able to make a play on the ball almost like, it's just so insane. You know, only with a 68 play rec too. But I'm telling you, right when the ball is thrown, it feels like he makes up so much ground. It's just insane. Just a really, really nice. And I want to do a gameplay with y'all very, very soon, just to show this guy off, because I swear he gets interception every game alongside Amani Hooker. But you guys see, only 84 man, only 72 or 78 zone coverage. It's okay. His speed, his excel, his jumping, his agility makes up for that. After that, 88 change of direction as well. I actually have him returning kicks also, just because of his speed. And sometimes I think I have broke one all the way to like my opponent's 5-yard line. But you know, he can get glitchy. I recommend you throwing him at kick return, punt returner, because of his speed and his agility and his change of direction. Just really, really great, phenomenal budget beast. He literally only goes for like 16K too. So you're going to be playing a lot of Caleb Farleys out there just because of how fast he is and how cheap he is. And he's 6'2". So, yeah, that card is insane. But opposite him, we do have our rookie premier, Roger McCreary, only 5'11", but he does have 90 man coverage with our strategy item that we have. 85 speed, 88 excel, 86 agility, play rec 81, 90 man, 75 zone, which is quite low, but he will be in the starting lineup for a good while, I would say. But he'll probably be replaced. Actually, you know what? He'll probably be replaced literally Saturday with that out of possession quarterback Randy Moss, because I already know Randy, he has 86 speed. But yeah, other than that, let's turn off our. Hey guys, it's been a minute. Give me some time here. I forgot to turn off my notifications, but it's been a minute. But here we go. Roger McCreary. Other than that, 83 change of direction. Just a really solid cornerback to start the year. But knowing that we had Kevin Byard, Amani Hooker, and Roger McCreary, all 86 plus guys going into the year, I knew our secondary was not going to be bad at all. Especially then we get Caleb Farley, and then on top of all of that, we have Desmond King, which I'm actually going to throw flat zone KO on him, because he's going to be in our flats when we run cover 3. He'll be our hard flat, curl flat, whatever I want on that certain play. But here he is, 87 speed, 89 excel, 89 agility, 84 jumping, 81 play rec, 86 man with 90 zone. So that is phenomenal there, getting the zone coverage up to 90 there. 5'10", he's going to be your perfect slot cornerback. You're not going to want him on the outside with being 5'10". And I wouldn't say the fastest, but still pretty fast with an 87 speed there. He's going to be able to keep up with like Tyreek Hill. I think Tyreek Hill has, 87 speed or 88 speed? So Desmond King being able to keep up with Tyreek Hill with 90 zone, that's really, really nice. But again, like I said, I run a lot of zone, so he'll probably just be in space, which is fine. But who knows? I might switch over to man to start the year, because man, I mean, it's just the meta right now. I mean, once we start getting faster cornerbacks and stuff, then it might, or faster, or I should say better receivers, better quarterbacks, better linemen, then that might change. But for now, the meta is definitely being in man coverage. Let's go to the front 7 now. We want to start with, let's start with, we'll just show off Danico Archer. We'll go lowest to highest. Danico Archer here, who's going to get a new card here soon. But you guys see his stats here. Nothing too special. Our lowest guy on the defensive side of the ball. We got Daquan Jones here. Daquan Jones here, which is nice. He got a core elite. We do need defensive tackles. Tennessee Titans in our history do not have a lot of defensive tackles, so it was nice to get a core elite Daquan Jones here who gets Titans chemistry. Nothing too special here. He does not see the field at all for me, so it is what it is. But hey, just nice that we got a core elite defensive tackle on our team. Sam Adams is really good, guys. We'll get to him in a minute. Then we have Rashaan Evans right here, middle linebacker 2. 80 speed, 84 excel, 85 hit power. Pretty solid, 6'2". And what blows my mind there is that Rashaan Evans is got 78 speed stock. Jayon Brown, guys, he is an 87 overall with 80 speed. I don't know what happened, what took place between the end of last year and the beginning of this year, because I guess the Raiders are playing him an outside linebacker, which that's actually where I had him last year at the end of the year. I had him at outside linebacker because I like to drop him back in zone and stuff, but we'll have him at middle linebacker just because if I ever do go into 3-4 or 4-3, he'll be my user. And I want to say he's fast, but he's not really. I mean, only 82 speed is kind of mind-blowing to me, considering Jayon Brown is one of the fastest linebackers in the NFL, and he's an 87 overall with only 82 speed. Just blows my mind. I mean, Rashaan Evans is an 80 overall with 78, so only 2 less than this Jayon Brown, and he's 7 overalls higher. It just doesn't make much sense to me, but it is what it is. But other than that, I mean, this Jayon Brown has an 88 tackling, 85 play rec, so pretty solid there. But I mean, guys, for a right outside linebacker, this card is not good. No power move, no finesse move, no block shed. He's a middle linebacker, but they have him at right outside linebacker. What's his man in zone? That's probably what we're going to look at. He's got 83 zone and 75 man, so that's probably where you want to prioritize him, is in pass coverage. So that is that. 89 pursuit is not bad either, but I I mean, Jayon Brown, he's got to have a little bit more speed than that. And I do have a secondary position, middle linebacker on him, so we can have keep some Titan chemistry there with Ola here. But then next, we'll go ahead and check out Bud Dupree. Here's a Bud for you. And I haven't been showing you guys these their abilities, but here's Bud Dupree. 84 speed on 84 overall. I mean, that's kind of crazy. They consider Bud Dupree faster than Jayon Brown. A lot faster, actually, because he's got 84 speed on an 84 overall. Jayon Brown has 80 speed on an 87. That blows my mind. But, yeah, 86 speed, 88 excel, 87 power move, 6'4", 269 pounds. He's got 91 jumping, which is kind of crazy there. And, again, this is kind of my first time looking at all these stats with you guys in depth. Because I kind of just got all the cards, made sure I got pretty much a complete theme team before I went ahead and made a video with you guys. Here's we'll save Harold Landry. Let's go to, again, like I said, that Zach Cunningham that's in the field pass. I'm working on him. Justin Lawler. I'll be honest, guys, I don't remember him ever playing on the Titans, but I looked up on MuttGG. This is the only guy I did not, realize was on the Titans at some point in his career. Never even heard of the dude, but yeah, there's his stats there. Honestly, not too bad for a budget guy. As a right outside linebacker, having 77 speed on an 81 overall, that's not bad. So if you want to rock with him for a little bit, again, we have Harold Landry too, the 83 overall, which I recommend you guys rocking over Justin Lawler. But if you can't get the Bud Dupree yet, Lawler's not a bad option. If you can't get the Jayon Brown yet either, this Rashaan Evans is not bad. The Zach Cunningham's not bad. David Long getting bad. I think David Long has pretty good speed on his card too. But moving on here to Big Jeff, 85 overall stock on him. He does go ahead and get that second ability spot. He does get inside stuff. I did have inside stuff on him until I got the Sam Adams, and I threw inside stuff on him. But this Jeffrey Simmons is pretty nice. He's really good. He gets at least like 1 sack, 2 sacks a game because I just run contains, and a lot of the time, you're trying to roll out with a slow quarterback. Big Jeff's going to be sitting there waiting on you. Same with either Bud Dupree on that side or Harold Landry, whoever is rushing on that play. But he gets some sacks inside and on the edge too. So really versatile player here in Big Jeff. He has got 71 speed, which is okay. Again, as we move along throughout the year, he's going to have solid speed when he gets mid 90 card or a high 90 card. But he does have 88 strength, 84 tackling, 84 play rec, 83 block shed, 83 power move, and only 72 finesse move, which is fine. 6'4", 301 pounds. 80 impact blocking, or 80 impact block, and 83 hit power. Not a bad card to start the year at all. I mean, this team is really defensively. This has got to be one of the best teams in the game, maybe the best. But then after him, let's go ahead and go Sam Adams, because this guy, really, really good. You just got to play your challenges, get 60 stars, have him maxed, and bada bing, bada boom, there you go. But this is really our only hole on the defensive side of the ball. I'd say our hole on offense is fullback. You could go with Zonka, but I mean, this guy's gonna make a lot more plays than Larry Zonka is. I'm just telling you guys that straight up. Maybe Zonka will help your overall out a little bit more, but this guy helps our overall out, and he makes plays. I mean, this 80 speed on a defensive tackle at this point of the year is insane. 81 excel, 90 strength, 84 tackling, 85 play rec, 87 block shed, 88 power move. And the 70 finesse move. 6'3", 340 pounds. Then after that, 88 impact block. I mean, really, really good, guys. This is a great card. 86 hit power. Really, really good defensive tackle to start the year. You can even spy him if you wanted to. He's going to be able to keep up with some of the quarterbacks in the game. So, yeah. I have him at rush defensive tackle, so he's at defensive tackle the entire game for me. I probably do need to throw, recuperation on him, but I think we're maxed. Yeah, we're maxed currently, but I'd probably just take off Lumberjack, off Kevin Byard, or Amani Hooker. But that is pretty much it. Here's our final guy we're going to talk about. It is going to be Harold Landry. We do have a adrenaline rush on him. And there's some on here. I didn't really use edge rushers last year, use abilities on edge rushers last year. So for me, I'm not sure what the best abilities are. But I wish the card art would show up for y'all, because it's a pretty dope card art. but it is what it is. It's fine. 86 speed, 91 excel. He's going to get home for you. I mean, this card is great. 73 strength, 89 tackling, 86 play rec, 84 block shed, 74 power move, 89 finesse move, 6'2", 252 pounds. So he's going to be able to bring down the bigger backs like Derrick Henry. And he's going to be able to get home to your quarterback. Very versatile player. And I think his man is on. No, man is on isn't really good. 84 impact block, 89 tackling, 89 finesse move. Just really overall, all across the board, a really good card. He's going to be able to, be really good against the run, be really good against the pass. He's going to be able to get home the quarterback. So, again, this team, I guess we missed a couple guys. Adoree Jackson, core elite Adoree Jackson, really good as well. This dude jumps out the building for me. I mean, he's had a couple of interceptions before I went ahead and got Desmond King. I had him in the starting lineup and on the outside, and it feels like he jumps so high. I don't know why. He only has 85 jumping, but like, dude, like this dude, I don't know why he makes those glitchy plays, but he did, and I don't know why. But Adoree Jackson did play for the Titans for a little bit, then was picked up or signed by the Giants on a very overpriced contract, and hasn't really done anything, but he gets an 83 overall. And if you pre-order the GameStop, he's an 85 overall. So, not sure about how many people did that, but if you did, you got a pretty good cornerback here in Adoree Jackson. I definitely would play him over like a Roger McCreary. Maybe not. McCreary is fine. Maybe he'd just still be your cornerback 4 until you get Desmond King or someone like that. Here to Malcolm Butler, unfortunate news on him is he's going to be out for the rest of the year, which stinks, absolutely stinks. Would have loved to see a comeback from Malcolm Butler, but he got put on season-ending injury reserve, injured reserve. So that stinks, but hopefully he'll still have his rights. For me, I think the best thing for him to do is retire, hang him up, and be done. But I hope he doesn't retire, because then they can keep his rights, and then as we get into February, he might get, a Super Bowl card where he intercepted Russell Wilson at the goal line. All-time classic Super Bowl play, maybe the greatest Super Bowl play of all time. We normally get him at the end of the year or in February, but last year he ended up retiring. They didn't have his rights. But I think in Madden 19 he had a Super Bowl card. Madden 18 had a Super Bowl card. So he normally gets those Super Bowl cards. So hopefully he gets one here. Maybe gets a flashback early if they know he's about to retire. They want to get him a relatively good card before he does. That's what I'm hoping for, because it could be really good. Really good man. Solid zone. Not really solid zone, but 77. 82 speed, 80 excel, is a little slow, but 5'11", 190, 85 agility. Solid card, I guess, for now. But, just to have another cornerback on a Titans team just is nice. So, yeah. And the good thing about this year, every time an elite, anytime a player gets an 80-plus overall card, they're going to be able to, you can equip any Team Chem on them that they've played for, rather than having to hope they get a power-up here soon and then the power-up will... No. If they get an 80-plus overall card, you will be able to put any Team Chem that they played for on that specific player. Brett Kern here is our punter. Does not get any abilities, but does help out the Titans team. 80 kick power, 89 kick accuracy. I'm sorry, 80 kick power, 79 kick accuracy. Doesn't really matter on your punter. I hadn't used him one time this year yet. But this Cairo Santos I have used. He's the only elite kicker in the game for the Titans. You can go with Randy Bullock if you want to. I think him and Randy have the same kick power, but Cairo Santos, 82 kick power, 72 kick accuracy, which you'll find that I think I've missed a couple kicks with him, about 40-plus yards, just because I haven't gotten used to the meter yet, because the meter's back to being really, really fast versus at the end of the year last year. You had focus kicker and stuff like that, where the kick meter was super slow. So it'll take me a little bit to get used to, but we'll be fine there. Cairo Santos, though, is our only elite kicker in the game. That's why we're rocking with him there. Long snapper, Nate Davis. Then we'll get to the specialties here. Caleb Farley's returning kicks for us. Third down running back, Derrick Henry. Power back, Derrick Henry. Once we get like a solid speed back, then I might have him here at third down back. But for now, we are going to keep Derrick Henry here at third down running back and power back. Slot wide receiver, I have A.J. Brown here just because he's a little slower. Who's our highest overall slot wide receiver? Probably Corey Davis. I'm actually going to throw Nick Westbrook-Akina. Actually, no, I'm going to go back to A.J. Brown because I like having Nick Westbrook-Akina on the outside. So I'm going to have A.J. Brown here in the slot. But our sub linebacker here is Amani Hooker. Like I said, he's our user, so we have him here. Our rush left end is Jeffrey Simmons. Rush right end is Harold Landry. Rush defensive tackle is Sam Mills. This is important when you go into nickel sets. These are the guys that are going to be on your field. That is pretty much it. Slot cornerback, I do want to go ahead and put Desmond King over Roger McCreary because Desmond King plays a lot better in the slot, and I'm going to have to go back and equip Roger McCreary's abilities. But here we go. This is arguably the best rare strategy item in the game, and I actually got lucky. It pulled out of a pack, and it goes for like 300,000+ coins, so I could sell it and be sitting on about 300,000 coins right now, but I'm not going to because it's very useful. I mean, you guys saw some of the guys get up to 90 man, 90 zone, so this is very useful. Then on the offensive side of the ball, for wide receivers, we have +1 to catching, +1 to catching traffic, +1 to spectacular catch. At this point in the year, I think those stats are much more important than route running because, because you guys don't see a lot of guys get to 90 route running this time of year. I don't even think not one player gets 290. And if you're above 75 route running, then you're good. That's like the tier 2 threshold there. Then tier 3 is like 90+. So I think this is more important there. But again, I kind of just have this here to help us out for our wide receivers to get the +1 catching, +1 catching traffic, and +1 spectacular catch. Visuals, Mike Vrabel, Titans Stadium, Titans home and away. And I think there's alternate uniforms in the game. I might have to look in on that, check in on that. But for right now, we're still rocking, or I don't know. Y'all let me know what offensive playbook. I like the Dolphins defensive playbook. I've been using them since last year, but this year offensively, the Raiders don't have my eye for them close anymore that I like. The Titans do, but they don't have power in it, so I'm kind of in a pickle right now. I don't know what playbook to use, but for right now, if you just hand the ball off to Derrick Henry, you're going to win most of your games with whatever playbook you have. So that's what I've been rocking with, the Titans playbook right now. For right now. And then you guys see we have 51 out of 50 Tennessee Titans, so I really don't need this anymore. I did have to use it for a little bit to be at 50 out of 50 before I got my team captain, before I got all the other, the team or the unsung heroes and stuff like that. But yeah, that is pretty much it. A little over 40 minutes, about what I expected. But Mike Vrabel, head coach, we went over this just a second ago. But yeah, here's the offense one more time. And our abilities we're rocking with Derrick Henry with, I think we already went over it, bulldozer and recuperation, and then post up on Nate Davis. Really, everyone else I'll probably throw on some wide receiver abilities like on A.J. Brown or Corey Davis or something like that. But here's the defense and the abilities we have. Didn't really go over them that much in depth, but gonna go ahead and, ooh yeah, I gotta remove someone. We'll put Roger McCreary back on, and we're going to take off, toggle the X Factor, because I still won't, I want Kevin Byard with X Factor, but I don't want him with his abilities, so, okay, well, we'll figure that out in a minute, but I did have Daquan Jones recuperation, because he was on the field for a little bit, but once we got Sam Adams, we're good to go. But here's everyone now. Harold Landry with recuperation and adrenaline rush. That's actually fine. I want him with that X Factor because he'll probably get home a little bit too. And then we have Sam Adams here with inside stuff. Desmond King with flat zone KO. Amani Hooker with lumberjack. Roger McCreary with recuperation and shutdown. Jeffrey Simmons with recuperation, Caleb Farley with recuperation and universal coverage. I kind of want to see what's better, shutdown and universal coverage on my cornerback, so that's why I'm rocking with two guys with X Factors on the cornerback position. But that is pretty much it for everything. Thought this video might get up to an hour. We kept it under about 45 minutes, so that is great. But yeah, there's the defense one last time, special teams one more time, specialist one more time. Strategy item there. Ball hawk, arguably the best strategy item in the game, playmaker on offense, and that is it. So yeah, with that being said, there's your full Day 1 Tennessee Titan theme team again. We're going to get upgrades here soon as Saturday. Maybe we get the part 2 of the Headliners promo soon too. So we'll have more upgrades to come. Then we'll eventually get our weekly content of heavyweights, all those Wildcard Wednesday stuff. We'll get Team of the Week once the season starts. LTDs. You name it. They're going to have it here in a few weeks. So yeah, super excited. Madden 23 is here. Madden season is back. Football is back. And I couldn't be any more excited. So with that being said, that is going to do it for the video. Hopefully you guys did enjoy.